What if I told you the difference between being broke and being wealthy isn't about working harder, but about thinking differently? That's the life-changing lesson from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in this video, we're breaking down the ideas that could completely transform the way you see money, work, and success. Stay with me, because what you'll discover in the next few minutes might challenge everything you were taught about money in school. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures. His biological father, who he calls his poor dad, was a highly educated man. He had a PhD, worked hard, and believed in the traditional path. Study hard, get good grades, find a secure job, and work your way up the ladder. But then, Robert had another influence, his best friend's father, the rich dad. This man didn't have a fancy degree, but he was a successful entrepreneur and investor. He thought about money in a completely different way. The beauty of Rich Dad, Poor Dad lies in this contrast. On one hand, you have the mindset most of us are raised with: go to school, get a job, work until retirement. On the other hand, you have a mindset that focuses on financial education, building assets, and making money work for you instead of you working for money. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. One of the first big takeaways is this: the rich don't work for money. Sounds strange, right? Most people spend their lives chasing a paycheck. They clock in, they clock out, and their income stops the moment they stop working. But what Kiyosaki's Rich Dad explained is that wealthy people focus on acquiring assets, things that generate income even while they sleep. Think of investments, rental properties, businesses, or royalties. Meanwhile, most people, like Poor Dad, focus on income from a salary. That money comes in, and then it goes right back out through expenses, rent, car payments, bills, lifestyle upgrades. The wealthy think, how can I make money work for me? How can I put each dollar to work like an employee who never sleeps? That's the mindset shift that can change everything. Lesson 2. Why financial literacy matters. Here's a truth bomb. Our schools rarely teach us how money actually works. We're taught to memorize dates, formulas, and theories, but not how to manage debt, invest, or understand taxes. Kiyosaki argues that financial literacy, knowing the difference between assets and liabilities, understanding cash flow, and learning how money grows is more valuable than almost any degree. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. Simple, but powerful. For example, many people think of their home as their biggest asset. But if it constantly takes money out of your pocket in the form of mortgage payments, property taxes, and repairs, is it really an asset? According to Rich Dad, no. Unless it generates income, it's a liability. Lesson 3. Mindset over money. Rich Dad always emphasized that wealth begins in the mind. Poor Dad thought job security was the ultimate goal. Rich Dad believed financial freedom was the real goal. The average person avoids risks, fears losing money, and plays it safe. The wealthy? They learn how to manage risk. They study, they experiment, they take calculated steps forward. Here's the kicker. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep, how hard your money works for you, and how many generations it lasts. Lesson 4. The importance of entrepreneurship. Poor Dad told Robert, go to school so you can find a good company to work for. Rich Dad told him, learn so you can build or invest in a company of your own. Entrepreneurship, according to Rich Dad, isn't just about starting a business. It's about thinking creatively, spotting opportunities, and not being dependent on a single paycheck. The reality is this: jobs can vanish, industries can collapse, but if you develop the mindset of an entrepreneur, you'll always find ways to create value and generate income. Lesson 5. Taxes and corporations. This is where things get interesting and eye-opening. The rich often use corporations as a tool to reduce taxes and protect their money. While employees earn, get taxed, and then spend what's left, business owners earn, spend on their business, and then get taxed on what's left. It's not about cheating the system. It's about understanding the system. Financial education means knowing the rules of money that most people ignore. Lesson 6. Work to learn, not to earn. Here's another counterintuitive lesson. Poor Dad told Robert to focus on earning more money through a job. Rich Dad told him to focus on learning skills.
Why?
Because skills create long-term opportunities. Sales, communication, investing, leadership, these skills compound and open doors to wealth far greater than just a paycheck. Think of it like this. If you work only for money, you'll hit a ceiling. But if you work to learn, your potential keeps expanding. The rat race versus financial freedom. Kiyosaki describes something many of us know too well. The rat race. You work hard, your income goes up, and so do your expenses. New car, bigger house, fancier vacations. Before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle, working harder just to keep up with your lifestyle. Financial freedom, on the other hand, comes when your passive income, money from your assets, covers your expenses. That's when you can stop trading time for money. That's when you're free. So, how do you apply Rich Dad's wisdom to your own life? Here are some steps. 1. Invest in your financial education. Read books, watch videos, take courses. The more you know, the better decisions you'll make. 2. Start building assets. Even small investments can grow over time. Look at stocks, real estate, or even starting a side business. 3. Control your spending. Don't just buy liabilities that drain your income. 4. Develop new skills. Sales, communication, investing, these skills will pay off far more than a one-time paycheck. 5. Change your mindset. Don't fear risk. Learn how to manage it. Remember, wealth isn't about luck. It's about knowledge, mindset, and action. So, here's the big question. Which lessons are you going to follow? The traditional path of poor dad, working for money your whole life? Or the path of rich dad, where you build assets, grow your financial intelligence, and let money work for you? The choice is yours. But remember this, you don't need to be born wealthy to achieve financial freedom. You just need the right education, the right mindset, and the courage to start. If this breakdown of Rich Dad Poor Dad inspired you, make sure to hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more content that will level up your financial journey.